Kind of wonder why I didn't do this as a cold open with the figures still. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Retrokid Reviews, and the closest thing to, I guess, red and blue colors I got for cosplaying, I guess, Real Nerf Reds and Blues. Anyway, this is my overall thoughts, and, well, RVB as a series, I loved it as a kid. Long story short, definitely has aged in the first seasons, you could definitely tell, sad but true. The Joel of it all was, yeah, there was a lot of baggage there for Caboose. This is before we get to my overall thoughts for the final season. So anyway, that being said, hey everyone, this is Retrokid Reviews saying, well, yeah, it finally happened. RT, as of this recording, is shut down as of midnight tonight of Tuesday going into Wednesday. So by the time you're seeing this, the site should be, I guess, getting breakdown or anything like that. I forgot the exact write-up on how the site was going to work. I know platform-wise, I'm almost certain tomorrow I'm going to be seeing no access to it on streaming, so miles may vary there on your version or whatever copy you have streaming-wise of the site as far as RT first go. So, yeah, another thing, apparently a lot of people got the weird memo on Tumblr to Internet Archive, Red vs. Blue restoration just in case, like, that gets out of the paywall, which, could happen. I'm gonna be honest as far as streaming goes, like, go to, Ross, I knew him as Freeman's Mind Guy. Yeah, he did the whole petition to stop killing online games and stuff like that. Check the full video essay on that. Sign the petition if you can here in the States. So, that out of the way, there is good news before we get into the actual review. A lot of podcasts have already got their own independents, their own channels. I'll start with the main ones that everyone's heard so far this week. Yes, Tales of the Sticky Dragon got their own independents. They got most of their back catalog. They're going to finish campaign 2 going into their third campaign. That's pretty sweet. I think I commented on their Insta, but yeah, they're like 2 campaigns deep in, and they're about to plan a third. Any chance they're going to be doing any guest spots for a one-shot at a Critical Role? Probably not. I don't know. Last up for shows that are totally saved, like I mentioned, I think later last week, or, a lot, somewhere around this month, that Face Jam is now 100% eat. Go to their. I'm gonna try to leave all the Patreon links down below so you can support them as well. For Jacob Fulton, Charlotte Avery, and Patrick Brown of Funhouse, former fame, just as of this recording, got their own channel going on. They just did a gameplay in, like, God knows how long. So card there, and sub to their channel there as well. Don't know they have a Patreon. That's why there's on the links. And that's really it. Other than Ruby is definitely saved. They're totally gonna plan their volume 10 if anything. And if it's anything like RVB's final movie, it's probably gonna be very emotional for those fans and myself on the RVB side of things. So, like I said, my history with RVB before we get to the movie, because it's just gonna transition into it. Sorry, segue into a lot better than you think. Yeah, like I said, I grew up when I was a teen with my brother. We both loved Halo at the time. Didn't know what a machinima was, but because of this show, it got me into the idea of machinima style animations. That former channel that also was taken down by WB, since we're talking about machinima here. And, yeah, other things like that. And, I don't know, the animation style has changed over time. I don't know, anything like that. I'm very much aware that 343 has taken over the RFB series since, I want to say, Season 8 on. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments when 343 was helping them out on the side. I'm almost certain it's earlier than that, if anything else. So my overall review of the final movie, it was good. You can definitely tell it was Bernie's writing. You could definitely tell they crammed in as much in-jokes from the last 21 years as they could of the show's history. And big spoilers in case you're a defender, I guess, of Red vs. Blue Zero, like I was trying to do. Go to my review. Yeah, if you don't showed up for a guest spot, name a lot of I guess the last like 20 years of like RT staff showed up, except for Joel. You know why. But I'm almost certain Chris Damaris stepped up as a Caboose this time around, and almost seamless. It was definitely a Chris Damaris game from the start. I don't know. So yeah, as much as I would love to do, hey, let's air all the baggage out from the last couple of years of the company, I'm not, because I'm not Bernie Burns, and maybe I've heard from the grapevine of like Reddit or whatever that might do a tell-all about the whole thing, but who knows. I'll believe it when I see it personally, so who knows, till probably later this week. Uh, yeah, plot-wise, it's about the same, like, it's a good average season of like bringing people back, bringing them back into the fold kind of stuff. Griff is not sorry, yeah. Griff is not any of this shit. Griff balls and all. Yes, I was that guy that liked Jeff's interpretation of the character. He was a really good job at it. To see him back with Sim is also played by Gus Rollo. For all four former members and founders of RT showed up in their respective characters, and it was good. The payoffs were amazing. The only one I know has been basically spoiled since my review showed up, or before my review showed up. Sorry, can you tell I'm playing on a sliding time scale with this recording? My bad in advance. Sarge being gone was long overdue, and I think Matt Hollum always had like multiple voices. He had to do that, Donut, and I think some other guys as well. Wash had a lot of I guess guilt of Donut's death and a few seasons back. I'm also a few seasons behind, and now because of this shutdown, I'm probably gonna have to hope that it has an entire complete series on Blu-ray. Please, Bernie, please. Just to catch up and stuff like that. But seeing what I saw, it's a good intrigue to get me back into it, if anything else, to tie it up. It's mild spoilers for me, but a good puzzle for me to work around. Not so much on you guys. It does kind of suck that I'm kind of half spoiling and doing sporadic spoilers again for this kind of show. But sporadic was always kind of the thing and the theme of RVB as a whole, other than Memory is the Key and stuff like that. But yeah, the fact you got Tex back, my sorry in advance that I don't know the original voice actor for Tex. Cast IMDb down below in case that's already been out. Long story short, she stepped back into that role like it was nothing. And if you know the lore of Tex as like a freelancer agent and all that stuff, in the early seasons, she had it rough. With the training, all the failures, and all that other stuff. And to see her just finally get a clean win on the meta was actually pretty cool. Another reason why I need to catch up on the last couple of seasons, I didn't know that Tucker had to take over for the meta, mainly for, I guess, plot convenience, and the guy was getting too strong than usual, so yeah, I guess I gotta fix that. By the way, Tucker's voice actor did show up last minute after the whole thing, and it was actually pretty cool to see him do his usual stuff. As much as I want to say his catchphrases, I'm almost certain they're not even YouTube platform safe, so go to the comments. That being said, overall rating for this, I guess with my childhood figure that has basically been the paragon of my channel, yeah, it's a 10. Look, I would go and say 7 out of 10, but because of the shutdown, because I had a lot of love for this, it's a good send-off that I think we'll ever get, since I want to say like episode 100 way back in the day, or when Bernie first left the company kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot better than you think. I don't know, it's just weird seeing it finally end, and there's no like, hey, here's like this plot point that's gonna come back later. No, they smashed that, when Carolina also showed up. I think later on that movie as well. I was gonna say season. Yeah, another thing about RVB is that a lot of their seasons get condensed into a movie, in like their DVDs over the years. Same could be said here for this movie as well. Yeah. Outside of my rating, outside of just the history of this company as a whole, thank you, Rooster Teeth. Thank you for being your independent selves, being your, well, until you got bought by WB, but being your true selves with this whole weird thing we call the internet these days. And someone who grew up with it and now has to do a review of your final days, there is a lot of other internet platforms, there's a lot of other shows that had it a lot worse. Obviously, G4 in 2022, for those who don't know, the second reboot, the first reboot, or I'm already thinking in the future. Sorry for that. It's definitely different than when when G4 went down a couple years ago. Like, it had more of a bigger audience than I guess even WB thinks, myself included. Yeah, it hurts. I know it's more young now, and I know, speaking of young guys that just got their independence back from RT, Hypothetical Nonsense just had a full episode about their stuff. Again, I'll leave that podcast I can think about that my head in the description down below. Probably will be re-editing it, if anything else. But, other than that, to Bernie Burns, to Matt Hollum, to Gus Sarolo, and Jeff Ramsey, thank you. Thank you for creating a company. Thank you for creating a show that I have adored as a kid, and I would be lying and saying I wouldn't mind doing a bit part of one of the random seasons, just saying. But, hey, what could you do? Having said that, normally I do the moment of silence when something like this, or a celebrity passes away. I haven't done it lately because it's kind of getting a little redundant. And, you know, say la vie, time goes on and stuff like that. But for this, it's good to bring back for just an occasion. Thank you, Rooster Teeth. Thank you for 21 years of just weird insanity. And I think the back of the box said it best, fun. So, yeah, mispronouncing a hat and a box aside, yeah, I guess I had to get it back into comedy. I guess the closest thing to Red versus Blue Nerf here, shot there to the end cards to sub the channel, the notification bell down below. Sure, as always for that. Other hand here to my upcoming, I guess, Kingdom of the Planet Apes review, or I think X-Men 97 full season review. Like I said, I'm recording this before the season finale drops tonight, so yeah, things might shuffle on the scheduling from there. I just wanted to get this done first. I wanted to get my fresh thoughts of RVB Zero, and totally not links to that internet archive in case you guys want to see for real if you can't afford to pay for the full movie on Amazon. So until then, I am almost was a real nerd freelancer himself, Retro Writer, otherwise known as Retrokid. Retrokid Reviews here. Wow, I just name dropped my own independent podcast idea. Yes, no, maybe so. Who knows? But with that all being said, I think we all know why they were here after these last 21 years. To be funny, to be their own thing, and I guess be authentic, more or less. But I don't know, something. I guess sticky grenade jokes, and oh yeah, a lot of teleporters with black armor. Yeah, that wasn't problematical, guys. But seriously, thank you, RT.